And then it was about 9 o'clock, my phone rings, and it's my daughter. She calls me, she says, "Mom, the house is on fire." And I said, "What do you mean the house is on fire?" And then I can tell in her voice, she said, "Mom, the house is on fire." And she could like hardly get it out. And I just repeated what she said, the house, because my husband's standing right there. And I said, "The house is on fire." And he looks at me and I said, "Take AJ and go." My husband calls and he just says, "It's bad. It's really bad."
The process is, first of all, absolutely overwhelming. It's more than you can normally imagine without having gone through it, because things that you typically take for granted on a routine day. I mean, when this happened, I had every expectation that I was going to return home that morning, let my dogs out, feed my dogs, and get on with my day. And all of a sudden, I had this event that turned my world upside down.
And I just took off running, and I hit the corner here, and I just saw it, and I collapsed because I couldn't breathe, and I think I know what an anxiety attack is like. 'Cause I couldn't breathe, and
all of a sudden, I didn't even have shampoo anymore. I mean, toothbrush. I'm thinking, a razor. Just the common things that you never even think of. Just when it's so radically ripped away from you that it makes you, in some way, realize how fragile life is. And at the same time, I'm just incredibly grateful that none of my children or my pets, or my wife or myself were hurt physically in the fire.
how do you wrap your brain around this? And you're watching it, and then they're punching holes in my brand new roof, and flames are shooting out, and
it really starts to take on a perspective when my 5-year-old tells me, "Daddy, I want to go home," and you got to tell him that we can't go home. It's funny, most of the time I hold it together pretty good and throughout work because my mind is focused on my work and the task at hand. You can't contain your emotions. They spill out because they're just so overpowering in the depth that this touches your life, and it's more than your own life. It's the life of all of your family, all of your immediate family members that all knew this as home.
it just stuns you in a way that you can't even describe.